na yɛsɔre so nkrofo pii no a na frɛ ya na ɔmo wɔ nsɛmisa concerning work and pay enti ɛnɛ no yɛapɛ mmeranim ni a ɔkunini ɛba mmeransɛm a ogya na so pabne so second comafo agina no pay yɛde na ba studio ha sɛ ne ɛbɛyɛ ɔbɛka yɛn ho na yɛsua ne mmara ne seɛ when it comes to work and pay de bia meka sɛ dwumadi a yɛdi ɛwɔ yɛwiase ne yɛatetera mu bia no mbra no ɛwɔ bi ka ɛwɔ ho mmara no ɛwɔ bi seɛ ɛwɔ ho ne sɛ nti yɛnsa aka lawyer Alexa yɛne no ɛbɛtwetwe nkɔmɔ studio ha anɔpɛ executive producer ɛyɛ Gyambiby producers ɛyɛ Atom ɛne Dela Raphael Frank wɔba padoko a wɔba ya Sandra Daroma na anɔpɛ ɔmatabri yɛn ɛde yɛkɔ Facebook live ɛne Ago TV Adaroma no aka kyɛ wo nua bi fiti juada no ɛne ɛba yɛ nnwuma so nkrɔfo frɛ yɛ ya ɔbɛsɛ ne yɛte mo nka kyɛ da bɛ na mbɛba mesrɛ mo yaba wai yaba nti mesrɛ ai de bia meka sɛ mempɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ pɛsɛmenko behwɛ ɛde pɛsɛmenko metie nti ada maka yɛn ho na wo ne yɛn endika so bom ka kyɛ wo nua bi sɛ nto wa da dwumadie yaba yɛgya na so brane anɔpɛ nti akɛse yɛ pa enkɔma osu proto park beans and kenke factory sister Lizine ne dom yadom ase papa pa ai mo boy ya chidom ne adonten e ma ne ye fedodo yatase esi nkonya saa ne de na ye beko lawyer Alex Mensa na kache na nkomo no ye de ahyehye so me pa cho no afa book no afa pen ebre ne so ebe mu a ye be ma kwan ama college afre yen ye tiefo so wo question bi a pese ode ma lawyer Alex Mensa na odi ahuki no no nso anu ye bi a wo no wono nso so ede ama yatase esi nkonya saa ne de na nei adesua ene ebesua de ato ye kotodwam ne de aboye bra de bia meka sento wa da dwumade de ye han kane a wo de yen ehwe wa akwa mu ntam a esum endru wo Mosomfo Akosua Anwenepa Gyambiby nie za mu gaba no ajeso ama me we dey form gidiba no baga wire no shaking full speed supersonic speed me kai mo say live on Facebook at Kasapa 102.5 FM. We are live on Facebook Kasapa 102.5 FM. Tiadaro ma kwa no like no comment no share e dia maya modophobi so nsa etumi aka bi sharp herbs imboost herbal mixture ena no pe omobo ya chidom ne adonte adama yare bi ade akonya ta ni paduam adokro wo ama wunya ho ahomeka de aduane to anum ana yesa mosia no mesha so bepe imboost herbal mixture bia no mebeboa wo ama sojafo agya ni paduanim ebo adwuma wadre kutia yarewa no won atimi agya on naso na yarewa bia ba wo mama wo 21 gun salute ama so so wasumdue no wanya pa nti mesha wutie me wo ba kwa afikyira wa yase ka se dre wodi aduane gu anum ayesa mosia wonyare nso da wonte apo ohunu wo joint no emu ya oya pa usisi no ekojolize ya ensa oyire ba no okasa ekutu a wuntimi fa bam no enhia no mesrew se eye asiche yare na adokro wo oyem na atwa kuro kokram yare bie na adokro wo wakoma ba peri mesrew enam yare bi no akotete a nyahia ye imboost herbal mixture pen doso poetu a from penifo e was 0246 208 496 and as 0261 388 149 0246 208 496 and as 0246 138 149. Yeah, Pemako yanim lawyer Alex Mensa Martin.
Sister Akosua meje wo so. Anyway, mo amu paibo.
Ye de radiase. Menjiji ndemu mame. Twibe microphone no sene ye be ya ye beta wonka. Pink October ne ye hye no mani age ho. Ti wa hye pink. Ni nyina ye kokram yare a ye bo ho daro ntisa.
Eno ano ba
ye se ema no wo bia nko hospitals ahodo yi a ababie na won ko hwehwe ne nufum efise kokram yare de wuhunu ne ntam a eboa prevent se obeto anananom ensie do entem bibia boko de
yemi adumo
na ufi abroche bade na ade bre ho bon ice sa ice bon ho
kan ye de sim bibia
nti bade na ade bre
aha ye nkwanche ye wi a
ye be bon komo right anope ye ni agese ye nsa kan ye da se pan so se ye to nsa fra no ye nim se o ye very busy person but wenya ye ho bre enya ye ho adaje se wo ba abeka ye ho na education e wo ho no ye de ama etie for lawyer Alex Mensa private legal practitioner no pay wabeka yensa ye ne no ebeka work and pay ho nsensem lawyer ye sha se de ye kasa work and pay a adama work and pay no e de ade a
Akosua me da sene akodwa wo de ama me say ye be educate and say ye be church with listeners the law, the legal framework that governs work and pay. Work and pay no ye hwe ye krom ha say na we do not have specific acts and answer mbra ya to ni din say work and pay. Nemom no it is being regulated or is being governed by the High Purchase Act. That is the High Purchase Decree 1974 NRCD 292. And when they say driver, any car owner, and also be a car, any driver acquire contract, an agreement. In most cases, it has to be reduced into writing. Mwa rebibi to say, me car owner, me pese me de me car me de ma wo driver no. That intention say me de car ne ma na me ton car no ebuo sei. Embri sei no ena ese wodi tuewie. So wo tuewie a title will then pass from the car owner to the driver. And na ye kroma ha no ya term as work and pay. It's more of a credit-based agreement. But then the legal framework a govern the High Purchase Act NRCD 290.
Okay. It's not just say born a tofa. Work and pay ni nyina ne se o peka de aye adwuma. Na so woni sika botin bi da wa de kotoka ne ntu obi a owo sika no ebetoka ne de amount. No ama obo a wo peso de car ne jew no atua ne kakra kosi se obetua ayeden awie na car no aba bedi ho na chese title no aba bedi ho a wo aba be car owner. Okay, say ye can work and pay ho sensem a sania wo can say there should be intentions to create legal relations ni ade na chese ye contract asem ene ye kan anase contract asem ena ye kan enti before a obi be na adwen se wo ko obi ho ene no akwa sa contract no ede na eso omudi gu akwan mu ede na ese both parties no ehwe woni pakura wode ne car no ma wobi ne nea wo no so ko obi ho ene no akwa sa contract no ede na eso omhwe.
So yes, Akosua no na was start a contract. It's a contract. Means no yeah educating your listener on the presumption say all the elements that constitute contract, the Emma contract ejinani no is perfect. Say Ekabanisa say there is a presumption of regularity with respect of contract.
Ghana lawyer me ba sisi dela microphone no lawyer person relax into tribe no na right and to what adwumade and amasugusu amuti o Kasapa 102.5 FM ago TV so mani gusu amo hwe and to what adwumade de bia me kasa munti na dwumade yedie munti na ye wo ho nti mo kasa yetie endra ye hosti enkofo mienu won sem wo de bae ni nyina was based on contract. The first case in your work and pay who ensensem na a man home so e wo fidua mu hanum say wakwaji moto e wo bi ho so de ye adwuma na ekwowi ase no nipa na baji moto no efri ne ho ni sika na aka na ese so otua no wode course wode koma nipa ne se ne guarantee ni ho enti sika no won fa nkoma obi foforo wode ne net de ne china ene de ne china na ni ba ne ho so no na chese moto a watuam almost 90% a wo ye tuawie no yaje moto na free nsem ne wie adwumadie no course ba ye na enye course ketwa woni a wo kase woni nkrofo bi akosensan contract amase ye kasai wo ma ye adwuma ka no eduru brebi no yaje free wo mo nsem engine kra bo engine bo ye no ka wo na twi na ni amasese aka na da ne ntontrowa ni sika wodi ko hyemu no chese kwakoye sene a ye twi na di bisa no nti na ho akwakohia se ye kyerɛkyerɛ ye ho ade ne se nti ya to nsa afre okunini eba emransem a wogya na so brane Hey lawyer Alex Mensah or your private legal practitioner na no pay yene no edi work and pay home community wa beka yen sa ka che wonu bi say we are live on Facebook onko kan yen ho se ne be ya disuade ekosoi wono susu betimi di nani krochwa risie edi eche sanso na go TV ye twagu ewo ho yedam live wo Kasapa 102.5 FM. Lawyer Alex yen to
yes. So air contract na efa ka ho nti na embra no anase say car ma mode beye sa contract say work and pay no, it should be in perfect state. Perfect state means say car no should be either new or relatively new. Akoya car bia and then the and then the chi ball joints, your friends say wheel cap, tire pie and all that. That particular vehicle, no, right from the beginning, no, it gives problems. It will create so much disagreement our contraction. So brand no say so the vehicle na mo be use no should be in perfect state. If you vehicle na our perfect state, no, just as you say a contract in ni papa mo or properly so called where be so you reduce it into writing. So bi no say a cabin say chinja bana so say crata a govern contract ni, and you see in that contract there should be witnesses. What driver no say o ma wo destiny back car owner so destiny ewo ho a mo witness say ampa a contract ya share no afisi. These are the parties involved on my addressing. Then come koba say ebia dey two gina wo so and a wo were so if you do baby na say and you we put na me kan you. So once we were witnesses e ho marero bibi so awo no car no eye perfect condition no wo driver no waji car no wie no nyama bi wo a esese wo ye.
Okay, yebeko right on and obligations so. But see, and we perceive you focus on the terms and conditions when we are talking about contract and contract no yes inside. At the end, as I said, driving in or can looking out for. At the end, terms and conditions, and so as a car owner and so making sure say a present within sa agreement no one more and send your bay or chine be assemble. Kuntia driver no na akuatia car owner no nti wudi kan ka say esese car no a yede ma no eye present as he state one parties no offering ni offer no esese wo mudin etimi eye present as wo munya witnesses say obi a wo gbo machidom di adanse ese na me wo hobi
correct
car we ni yede ma onipa sumasi
correct.
That saying near the man say nipa sumesi no ewo area ha nipa sumesi kure ha ne ha no tie but we say clauses ni bi wo ho a wan we yi a na ekwa kochichire wan kasa ho enti clauses ben na in terms of making such an agreement no as both parties no looking out for.
Yeah, so let's see general terms and conditions or what you term as clauses essay. For instance, insurance. In car no we say title has not passed, won't transfer ownership from the owner to the driver. In say car owner no make sure say why insure car no preferably no say comprehensive more desirable to the driver and then the car owner. Then what roadworthiness? When I say roadworthy certificates no title has not passed and it's still a owner no and also roadworthy no. Taxes, income tax or the income tax as the car and one is it still lies with the car owner. These things the driver ought to be thorough so ordinary shame okohun lawyer obe church na say saade we say kabani say driver no say car owner say sana ss driver no insurance it is wrongful because title has not passed. Say kabani say we no roadworthiness na for me it is wrongful and I say income tax na unless you say what constitute the price no you have succeeded in say what the shame say on the basis of that into your TFE price no more. So you have to know the price driver no so we say car no a perfect state no ahena more ton price is very key here. Then what will be the payment schedule weekly, daily or monthly. Weekly no ahina say week idua wutua. Monthly month no do ahina say wutua. So that you see there should always be certainty of the intention to contract to know. Not a guide, a regulator say. So if you don't see the price, it's so we say nya papa. If you don't know how much you pay either week payment schedule no new and we say contract na will sign no problem on who takes care of minor repairs and major repairs. If I say minor repairs, I say walk or boat, and I say when you puncher, and I say car tire, pay any miscellaneous expenditure, and I say expenses are ever my car no air road wall to know who bears the cost. Question is, at this point the title has not passed. We have not moved the ownership of the vehicle. Car no paper na edim say you are the legal owner and car owner no. Into major repairs no in the contract no, it should not be an obligation of the driver. And say driver na say unless they themselves without any vitiating factor, because they vitiate I say na open time na want say no so sir. So these are the things that ought to be formulated in the contracts. The price is very key. The term say year ben, month ben, and no debate sa ebony, because you are not paying. In most cases, you don't do outright payment. Of course, where can pay who to me so HAB. Then you don't wait for the expiratory or expiration period, you know. Then you discount it which the akanina. That is also there. But the key element is the price, the payment schedule. You need to know all these things beforehand. Who takes care of the incidental expenses, Mikasa insurance, road needs, taxes, and all that. It has to be in the contracts.
Okay. Right. Now lawyer yeshe in terms of breach. We say contract jeda nipa mienu ntamu de. Breach no ebetumi asi breach ne ne se onipa baako ebetumi ebu ne boshe so se ebia weekly bia no tua say onipa baako ebetumi ebu ne boshe so driver so betumi aka se roadworthy anase insurance na metumi aye me na meye e dia ma ebedru ho no na wo twetwe ne ho, which also constitutes breach. And you know, in terms of breach, you know, both parties, you know, what are their remedies? And in terms of say or more contract, you know, a banny breach, you know, how do they make sure say or more they no so become contract, you know, who said be your china simbi esia won't bet me falling back on that.
Correct. So you see, as a car owner, only driver air work and pay agreement, you must always ensure say we stay to me say car no on farm boss spare. You will not release the car to a spare driver. We may make sure say we stay to me say car no, he will not use the vehicle for any criminal conduct. On farm ko ye for the kafa ponchi okowia ponchi ye di tum any the ya dia it is not in tandem and ye idea muksign contract you know say ma assessor odi ye no odi ye. She also make sure say wa on ka park car no without your notice enkosi workshop not just say car no workshop you are not even aware of the situation. It is not done. These things will constitute breach on the part of the driver, because if a driver uses the car for spare without the notice of the car owner, just say wa show would you tum car no tum na show sir, that is breach. E basa na embra ho kwan say car owner no oje ne car based on certain surrounding circumstances. Embra ho say wo de kobo kron no a na car owner no ho a he can retrieve the vehicle, repossess the vehicle to make car no if you ho. And then of course there are other breaches I say so Emma driver insisting on his right. For instance, we over 50%. Now car owner no terminate contract. Imagine a car. Without the driver on your wrongful biao on far then must pay on car park a shop be a winya way no imagine a car. No. It is wrongful on the part of the car owner. We don't do that. This is a contract. It is governed by the contracts. In this situation, high pitches at your choir. What did you car? And the stating say if a breach has occasional. But I say we true over 50%. Yes, Anna driver no. Or who the lawyers are court for the recovery of the amount paid. And then, of course, you can even go for loss of expected income. Because the one did or the number. In this, what you car there, a bed and when you income. Or the other, or the action bushia. And so, court no, or share the surrounding the facts. Because no, Sebi, you have a course of action. I just say, oh, asama as a court needs no kabima. In Sisika, Sebi, we tria over the period now watching a car without any cost and without any justification. You know, that money you can recover that money. And I say, Edibamam, na say. Embrododo a watsna wa wunye adwuma no so ubetumi wo lawyers betumi ade ahyem say this constitute loss of reasonable expected income senka ka no wo anka wo de ye adwuma epesika de hwe wo no ebusua. That reliefs can also be considered in court of law.
Okay.
Yes.
Ena ade ba ko pa ema akasakasa eba driver ene car onantem say or see weekly be a man 500 cedis. Metua maka crab in metua cano, ekano, crapoe. But within that time, no na cano and who bansem. Who's a card the other coba, it do maybe a hootimi bansem pa. 80 be a 500 cedis no. Na mean to me, Tiano Harriso. Senya yeshare wo contract no. Ni say antika owner abegin the car say me breachy contract no. In that situation and so no. What is the position of the law? Yes,
so generally, no, we say in that contractual engagement, you know, there is what we call the payment schedule. Say, you can say wiki biano, ebia sina Akosua wo kai obetwa 500 Ghana cedis. Now there has been some conduct that constitute frustration. Ebia kano, it was in perfect state or relatively new, but it's a vehicle. I mean, you cannot be rest assured say it will be roadworthy all through. In Bibia Kobanwa, it has then varied payment schedule. No, that's what we call variation contract. So no, over to many car owner no atnasi, so that you vary. Masisa contract in weekly now we and 500 maybe because of these issues here, occurrences of top parts in the home cacao, and I say sometimes in Poemunyede. Well, with money munyede. Now on the basis of that but one yen no notice of the challenges that confront you. Now Ekobane say once Sikano untuano as per the payment schedule, I mean time and amount involved now. That's one the law will not protect you because you are in breach. In the absence of variation contract, it constitutes breach because what I say we keep your between 500. Now if we a month like 4 weeks, the fate of 6 weeks, what the 250 about? Why are you bringing 250 instead of 500? It's a question. If there is no justification whatsoever, no, a breach. When Tumama and Trase a trasuma, car no obeti I say so, oh, sir, and then I say the alien 250 no, and capim, sabria. I mean, there should be a certainty as to the period that will be 250 no, equity, because once you change from 500 to 250, you should bear in mind say that you vary the terms. The time crowd bet you 500 no what you. So once the car owner agrees in principle, say we have varied terms, there's no way of betting magic carnifis or carnifis was that constitutes breach on the part of the owner.
Okay, what cannot come a car owner so moyati as a for yenim se nipa gumu ahodo enti car owner on yet as a for so ye
car owner on yet as a for means that car owner or person or didn't pay or say hey kapa car that is wrongful. You cannot do that. On what basis are you instructing driver and say what should driver and say onka park car fee? Has he occasioned any breach? We bu mo contract so and a contract we breach bibia no. Ebanisa driver no kohunu lawyers ye de court. It constitutes breach and the driver may have a course of action. Just say court betie na asan waka say sa na ti dia sika wetua over the period na oje car no on fast sika no amount, there could be recovery of the amount paid. And then just as I said, lawyer betumi so that she me say loss of reasonable expected income. Saying kaka no what the cost wa ye adwuma nka no na wo de hwe we busua. Sa sika no so on farm and other consequential effects.
Right. Ghana Tiasimade Shento wa dajumede no masugusu amuti o Kasapa 102.5 FM. Wani sugusu amoshe ewo Ago TV. Ye twa yen ho aba anope lawyer Alex Mensa ena yensa kanu studio happy na friend Pinto. Wo friend Pinto no ekoyie ma na paiti an lawyer Alex Mensa aka Pinto na no pay yensa kanu studio ha ye ne no ebo wo campaign ho enkomo ni nyina gina endra cases a yetena so no ne ho nsensem we ma ne ho meso course ahodo a yenyaye no na ho akwakohia se ye educate ye nyina da ye ho se ne be ye ochena bi no yenso ye ho enkoba asem na obi ankwankobu ye nkwase bu wo hoi ya pansem funtin so na court ene mra wo ho ye twa ye ho aba ye koba ye beto ankomo ne so
Adie obiara ne kwan afa so nye sika o nanso omo nkyere wo muni aba abna adie menye selfish ma ho kwan na menkyere okwan a obunya sika simple Kasapa FM na watchibia ye che 35,000 Ghana cedis sika no die wom enti make sure say won sabeka so wo hwe me say ya fa wo phone dial *423# *423# select option 1 Kasapa FM on be bisa so do say e na apesa wo to na watro 10 e de ahye ho as low as 5 Ghana cedis obunya sika cash kesia pa for phone say ya dial *423# *423# select option number 1 Kasapa FM o me bisa sahi e na apesa wo to na watro 10 e de ahye ho kai say e 35,000 Ghana cedis na what you bia chop money unya twa ubedi Kropadie obiara ne kwan afa so nye sika o nanso omo nkyere wo muni aba abna de menye selfish ma ho kwan na menkyere okwan a obunya sika simple Kasapa FM na watchibia ye che 35,000 Ghana cedis sika no de wom enti make sure say won sabeka so wo hwe me say ya fa wo phone dial *423# *423# select option 1 Kasapa FM on be bisa so do say e na apesa wo to na watro 10 e de ahye ho as low as 5 Ghana cedis obunya sika cash kesia pa for phone say ya dial *423# *423# select option number 1 Kasapa FM on me bisa sahi e na apesa wo to na watro 10 e de ahye ho kai say e 35,000 Ghana cedis na what you bia chop money unya twa ubedi Kropadie obiara ne kwan afa so nye sika o nanso omo nkyere wo muni aba abna de menye selfish ma ho kwan na menkyere okwan a obunya sika simple Kasapa FM na watchibia ye che 35,000 Ghana cedis sika no de wom enti make sure say won sabeka so wo hwe me say ya fa wo phone dial *423# *423# select option 1 Kasapa FM on me bisa so do say e na apesa wo to na watro 10 e de ahye ho as low as 5 Ghana cedis obunya sika cash kesia pa for phone say ya dial *423# *423# select option number 1 Kasapa FM on me bisa sahi e na apesa wo to na watro 10 e de ahye ho kai say e 35,000 Ghana cedis na what you bia chop money unya twa ubedi Elija Sempeni, when him say Kasapa FM, 35,000 Ghana cedis. Now what should be the hearing say what they won't ever shimu. So what's in Cassia? Foul phone, not dial *423# *423#. Select the option 1, Kasapa FM. Net you 5 Ghana cedis pay. The more na wuchan, the more etre. Sewubedi. Akradie, Akosua ewo Caritas Lottery Platform na so. Chop money, unya cha ubedi. Elija Sempeni, when
him say Kasapa FM check 35,000 Ghana cedis. Now what should be the here say what they won't ebe shimu. So what's in Cassia? Foul phone. Now dial *423# *423#. Select the option 1 Kasapa FM. Now you 5 Ghana cedis pay. The more na wuchan, the more etre. Se ubedi. Akradie Akosua ewo Caritas lottery platform na so. Chop money. Wunya cha ubedi. Penny, when him say Kasapa FM, check 35,000 Ghana cedis. Now what should be the here say what they won't ebe shimu. So what's in Cassia? Foul phone. Now dial *423# *423#. Select the option.
Mama say yatena sesane de na ye behre mo ada say o questions bi a wono. Boaboa no fa to ho emayen. Say enche ye bebie phone lines no. Na ya mamo nso mabamu bi esane nra course a ebaaye pino ano ne ehunu se ho akwakohia se ye beche ye ho ade se ne ye be ye ochina bi no wo a woni obi ko contract ne wo nso ade wajapade mu obi no mumienu no mobema wani ada ho no mahunu se ye contract ena mo ye nti all the elements of contract no ebe present enye se ignorance of the law is no excuse na mantiase na we na mentiase enu nti na lawyer fo ewo ho no enti se wonti bibia ase abetwa ben lawyer bi no akyerɛkyerɛ mu clauses no eso ahwe ya na brofo no ayatwerɛ ho no kra no ahwe ya kyena bi asem kosi a akyerɛkyerɛ ko se bare breach so de ye breach the law too is the law to ko breach a driver no ewo the right and obligations won so so a wo kwaje car no so so wo right and obligations nti ye be call lawyer ho na yakwa akoka right and obligations when it comes to work and pay who sense of our on your fari no right and obligations de we he lawyer yasabo wakachi.
Yes, so Akosua, some of the obligation of the driver and as I said there be a wo other driver no so ebi ni say emfa car no emfa nkoye spare car no so you have to maintain the car.
Okay, say man emfa nkoye spare how purchase
man farmer spare driver, I mean okay. A stranger. Okay. So and then me home farm me chi ya me ya and I say me and then emunye den ti with the for boom kakra mame. Because the contract is between the driver and the owner. That person's spare driver is deemed as a stranger. He's a stranger to the contract. And ko park car no was shop without the notice of the car owner say, oh, car no car make no sompo no bibia was sompo no munti no the Kosi shop for weeks, which you know say probably sign a payment scheduler as a week bia wokotua na driver ni owner no onim ho hwe. And you do not have to also car no what they ma criminals and one kasa no what they hear criminal what they engage in criminal conduct. Then again owner no, it is the owner's obligation and also duty and I said na say embrane say car no what they man should be in perfect state or reasonably good condition. Why your insurance? Why roadworthy? Why would your income tax? The tax obligation attached to the vehicle, no? Why you BBS? Of course, a bit me happen say, Baku Ebu. So once there is a breach, you cannot insist on your right. When there is wrongful conduct from, for instance, driver, no? Wrongful conduct, even a list say, what the spare driver, what the bokro, no? What the car Kosi shop, will be him. Wow, so to me, 2 car no bibi. Na was I try one catch a car on and say bibi. Meanwhile, it is not so.
Undino crack. Emra yasha dia to us a weekly. Your sales is say no. Weekly ni bedu no. Now we'll come through the Radansem. Meanwhile, be a car and say yes, one more car na cram.
Exactly. You see these things, so no. A banner say a car on to me. A repossessing, what we call repossession, to me in a car. On the basis of the breach now also why you know. Car owner so only to me say obakache driver and say driver in your boni bia say kapake me car. See what? Only to me obakache will say oh for car no for kafa me girlfriend and now for car no for kafa member without paying it was school. It does not form.
Sadia na ha dre papa car owners ni bebre wo ho a driver ni ne ye adwuma no afra no wai o me fa me nko hospital nko fa me yere mreme me re so odwa so nko fa ne ma enkwada no e wo school mu nko fa mo ma without paying meanwhile fuel and driver ni ne de ye adwuma o expecting so say weekly bia no driver ni ne beba be ye sales no e de ama no nti eno so so ese ehwe ni ye the fact say o ye ka wo na Obua driver be in Chester was superior authority. Exactly. Driver need so on the rights. Exactly. Obeti me exercise. Obua driver na driver and so ye day. Ebua because social crown or mobile me no. Or turn 30,000 or the man driver ni 60,000. Exactly. Oh no. Enti driver no ebua and I also so obua driver no. Enti esemu me no mudi muhuni. Send ye beya contract no a edamontam no mode beya adwuma pepepe watchina bi otua a wo de car no ene ho documents na eden ama no a driver fo bi so wo ho mo ba po papa car owners no de enti a ma bi mo omani atena nsan ye a driver fo bie esuban wote kwan a driver ni bi e de car owner nam so betimi aye adwuma no ka che de esi shop car ni si shop the whole day je see a drivers fo pi na wo trackers e wo cars nim Evise nipa nka no kre. Exactly. Inti anu so no wakoye mranim eni no. E dey advice e na ade be ma driver fo a wo mo ne car owners e ko contract e dey advice nso e na ade be ma car owners wo mo ne driver fo ko contract. Dwe no ho mesa ba osu sesie ye kwa abena fela ho akwa akogisika. Adeshimama before e be kwa abena ho no na me kai mo se relaxer e ye papa jane na so a oils no nutrients ahodo wo mu eboa wo scalp no wo dandruff kra na so use so relaxer ya etumi tu dandruff na se GBH relaxer eno ene ye de twi ye trinwi a na ye trinwi no ebu ye kon obapa utrinwi na aye semefe no mesel so oba bia utrinwi ene wani onyam enti no way just say ensesa wo ma trinwi ho kwan e ma ne ye semefe utrinwi ne say ye short say gu kon ho say gu awa mu ni nyina no GBH hair relaxer ena ye de atwi yetiam yetimi no eja ne na so brani ti ba bia wo hwen a wutie ye no mesha se mema no enem be kofie no na mukita GBH relaxers amode koma moyere nom no eno sa no de kwa no smile sa wo kọ agro nanimu a enye den eya moncha de no ane sa bo jigesi mo jubo yere no moncha de Mr. Chisel there be go nsam na koto GBH ene nsusu fiada ene oya sa no a oyire no he wo betwi no akwasi ada kora no wo betwi na wo ze dwada be kwa adwuma no aye kama o boss be adwuma no onsesi de bia bibi kakra bi no wo de bu afu a nta ne yire nta ntwi na ate ofie onya bi
ebe so
but abana who's asem a make
nukwetrodo imano kra da Akosua be adwuma sesire wenze bibi akoso sikita no makache wo da me yenkomo ha mesisire wenze tafri bomski bi akoso
abana
yes wo trendy o
sawa
papa na hima ma wo trendy chese na hima ho ye obeze wo bi atafri be bi sei atafri be bi ma o powers ni na ahwero powers ni na disappear something must kill a woman and your man nko I'm the neja so abosum so me jealous ade because ye bieja no na ye chesika ye bieja no na ye chesika cream ya sister cocaine GBH relaxer unya ya anka beto bia koma wifi unya ya anka obeto bi e dia kofi na o mama no da yo muti na nso kapre bi ni ho anopedi wudi kra hwa ye wudene fa phone no na abna matna si minche usika something small for breakfast star 423 hash star 423 hash select option 1 Kasapa FM o me bisa side do wasa na beto me do 10 e fa hye ho 500 Ghana cedis 250,000 2,000 3,000 e be chama na so obi aso wutwa e na obedi entime do twa star 423 hash star 423 hash select option number 1 Kasapa FM o me bisa so beto sen na wa 10 e de ahye ho de bia meka so mo mudi sikei omo nchen wo e wo kwan bia so wudi bia esefata wudi bia wudi zeve enu ntinam sitwa na utwa obedi Kasapa ya tena se hu se krom hanu ma de den de sika no mo twentwen ase hwene mu nwin ya wudi ho hwia enye ye mo kam ho a enka wo fafo na ofre obi kra bisa ne sika se ne kwa no ofere because wo bisa manasi ɛno nti na kasapa tena se ne de sika yi ɛhye amanfo ebotom enso yenko bi efie ntumi nko bi efie ɛyɛ so stressful yentumi nko bi efie first kan nko show bi abotom enti ɛse tena fie feel comfortable for phone na dial star 423 hash star 423 hash select option 1 Kasapa FM omebisa say dodo sen e na abeto no watch 10 e de ahwo anope yansa na akobeko no beche obi breakfast 250 5:30 pepepe me say 5:30 na agro ni yegu 10:30 anope ya me so metena se mid morning no 10:30 to 12 me so meche no back to back man check kwa na 1750 Ghana cedis enti sika de edoso ya beche no back to back till say obi yansa e be kan de for phone say ya MTN phone titru obi ya entwa star 423 hash star 423 hash select option 1 Kasapa FM omebisa say ahe na apese woto na watro 10 de ahwo se kan de bia me ka kiro say etafie etabush eta machine so esi enchen e wo hante nya boss ape na cash no akobi ho scan doso yentumi ko bi efie fa nko show bia botom enti na si twa utwa wo number no ebeba machine so eno sa na nya boss ape na cash no abegu phone so stress free money sika ehunjuwo sika maso enihu sika wudi afridi wade ase di na fili star 423 hash star 423 hash select option number 1 Kasapa FM omebisa so beto say na watch 10 e dey show nti imagine sa no pe was wan hyehyehye wo kan ho enka wo twa wani ento bi anim na ra ho adisi way na what the 5 Ghana cedis what the 10 Ghana cedis 20 Ghana cedis abedi 250 would even ultra 50 Ghana na say odi 250 umboka ultra 50 Ghana na say odi 1500 umboka fa kase ni shim 50 Ghana na aka wo ho no e no odi na sa asa 20 Ghana no 100 Ghana no odi na sa asa endi manensa invest na nya ho mo say 100 mpo ene kwala ultra 50 na di 250 unya faso bebre enti twa na utwa nko ade a ubedi star 423 hash star 423 hash select option 1 Kasapa FM omebisa so beto say na watch 10 e dey show 2 more minutes e bebo so na end 250 Ghana cedis etumi akobi ho ye beche ansana ento ada enti unya ntwa ya twa wadi ken twa fakito bi to ano ne bo hwem na bedi star 423 hash star 423 hash select option 1 Kasapa FM omebisa so beto say na watch 10 no e dey show 250 e na eba acha 2 minutes 3 minutes 4 minutes 5 minutes e bebo so na akobi ho entwa ma time ne so ansa sisie ya ma no etoi na wutwa ode no e dey gum because manu nya to ya enche e bebo so na cash no akobi ho ti unya ntwa ya twa wadi ken twa fakito bi to an ne bo hwem na obedi star 423 hash star 423 hash select option 1 Kasapa FM omebisa se dodo saying e na apese woto na watro 10 no e de ahye ako omubu baby e wo brofum omu se ebe we de brofum no mubu no mi wi ana mi de abatri mu omu se a man who snores do not deserve cuddle. A man who snores do not deserve cuddling.
Justice for all men who snore. Na oba so a osno
oba osno de no so na enye normal so oba beso no.
Oh yeah sure.
Oh yeah.
Abna
oba snore kra lightweight.
Zawo.
Be mas no modru.
Asa wo be de ya gender bias.
Enye bias.
Zawo.
Be ma osno bi and deserve cuddling. Misro.
Adeja.
Where the other? No wo snore. Wo han krom wo deserve cuddling.
So no need a tutors a mouth him.
There be a man who snores undeserved cuddling.
Now we no come out of experience and I say we be paying.
Oh, bear brofu. Brofu. Why? Debbie. Na me kwa me nkwada amade nche ma kwa hu so wo snore. Oh, koyo beda. Debbie. Na we di piaka.
Aduma na aduma de yo. No, ebetimi abem.
Debbie. Be mo odo hwan krom no. On deserve to be cuddled. Angel that.
We are the gospel according
to Abna Fela, 1 verse 1.
And to Ralph, Mujafa to TikTok na Mrantie ne Maba ne you for no moko e yo mo.
Omo njom hwase we chire ho. Ya fa mo ho kra. Wo sno wo pekadmen. Wo sno.
Ne cheno ase o.
Na lawyer show me there. Sem ha lawyer.
Echi lawyer da de kunku sa.
I am making a valid point. Now, Bema who come there who deserve cuddling says you don't deserve to be cuddled. Sir. And free hwan krom nyane obe treat am na kwanko we treat am na ko me say
lawyer bem na ono so be che na age
okay matene
lawyer
bye bye
e say bye bye
na mo cha the time be
yes sorry swan
obe che okay
lawyer asemu abena ekan u say nkro ni twa no u say wu twa nkro wunnim o wunnim say wada wada iti wunnim ti no said doctors bem no mo be kire justice for
as a discrimination be
ya na make as a gender bias
one
person
exactly
into about no so twa nkron no so so
exactly and I would unim class obe hu so there should be justice for them
asamo
fill out some now can fill out
yo adese mama lawyer say fella wo ye be call lawyer ho no ama in the last words but before I be call no ho no na me kai mo say GBH hair relaxer na da ma open do so poetu a wo be frɛ akua broni e wo 0244 272829 ana say 0244 272829 me pacho borua beauty store bia shop bia wo moto ma ho enema e de siesie ye ho no okwa akasa ope GBH hair relaxer okwa salon nso a mesre wa akasa ope GBH se no ene bebo ama chiwi no enyini promprom na egira ne naso mo amo egese no etutuo no mesre se GBH ebebo ama egese no afunti kwana koto bi na yusu lawyer yaba ho ye bese e bie phone lines no ne ma tiefo eni ahwefo nso so frɛ na insemise bi a won ewo no womo ede ehuki o munti ena dwumade ye de egu akwamo enti ebehyew se efutu a wode be ma driver ni a wokwaji obi ka ne ka ona ono so de ne ka e ma driver ni na afa ye mie phone lines no
yes so Akosua tin na wo ka no this is about bad feet driver ni bi o ho a bo apeye e wo na afa
okay
ka ona bi ni bi so o ho a bo apeye e wo na afa so all our listeners and now we're here for and say the sanctity of the agreement must be respected at all times. And in Sina,
like a sanctity, if you are no being tears,
contract na ye no. Yachre Sina enyama ensin nhihye da ho. Enye no na afi obi nhihye na owa adwinfefe obi tayechire. Inti nhihye na ese ye follow no afianso obaka bibi foforo ebi na ye kan driver ni no dia maspe nhihye no so ncha wo se farmer spare ka wo no ka family bra ka family ba wo school nhihye no so entisa eye sa na che se adwinfefe obi wo contract na why bad faith sa no the law does not protect a wrongful act. You cannot insist any rights under any wrongful act. There's no rights under illegality, criminality, or any wrongful act. Sebi, car owner, driver yehi, na ufiti ya waso wojo car. I'm random protect you. Yedu kokota, obenyansam. Driver, also, what the car no, edikoria ponchi, what the ye enyama emfata. O ane wetu, bibi efika no hum. Na afi wo catch driver car na so maka park wo
ebi mu kra ne omo ho ka fo no eda o ka anim
exactly
no
exactly these are
anim no wo kwatwa wo ba bi dog ni ade
exactly these are all wrongful acts yes ana it does not protect you ye contract no yes say bi wo betwa wo ge e wo car no so that act constitute a breach we buso
lawyer womutime ne womo ho ekafo and anase womadondokua ededa wo car mu no what is the position of the law when it comes to that?
Yeah, it's wrongful. The law is more akin to an indecent exposure. The law does not permit that conduct of say when for engage in that act. I think that we need another section to deal with those conduct.
Exactly. Just suppose a car this war. Now so car ni move you, but a costro na bafom, a costro na bafom, a costro na bafom. Example say, a dear kwan a cars ya pack hey, ya ni mu a car kwansi where costro bafom sa.
Exactly. Police in so more brand new wobika. You have to come and justify why or car no costro basi. Say call reverse or say accelerate. So that must be explained. Police in it's not permissible. More yes our sister cook actually the stretch where that major conduct exactly baby
so mo kwan so no ne ade say road trip ne ade almost a fear debi na chese cars no e bi gira kwa no e bi susu jeja o ma penwura mu ba bia park ne ade.
Now you can have all the ecstasies, excitement, and I say to sort of vary the way you would want to engage with your partner, but not under that condition. You may be triggering some indecent exposure. The public does not permit that. It's against public sanctity, public morality, and all that.
Na say lawyer car na me ana metoy.
Yes.
And na baby nso amako park na obi ani ho mehunu se sum kakra wo ho. Etidi enti na minti menya sa. Yeah,
so your rights may be limited to the ownership of the vehicle, but nothing that would alter public morality or nothing that would create will create undesirable acts.
Okay.
That will not be permitted under our laws. You own the vehicle. Nobody is challenging the ownership of the vehicle, but the conduct, how you drive the vehicle, is also regulated by a certain act. By how you would also the usage of the vehicle in respect of other road users. Will be also users say it's wobbling, swinging, bouncing from say there. Say eja. Say we are moving into another regime, or it's as though we are in Banana Republic, so it's not permissible.
Okay. Okay. Aside your friend said the main act and so on. Your friend said me ho kani to kwaya metime de mensa ato ne flap na so bia yedu ba bi park ya metime ama no ene ade no so constitute indecent act no ho.
If I submit to say yeah, say we drive now we saw we ho kafo nisem.
Nya nsem.
Okay.
So all driving now do won sa kototo ne ba bi ni ade a chese enso ani ni ade obi wo beka se menye act no but me de mensa akwa kototo ne way bi so the other time na police ni bi enemy twetwe nkomo wo street chese wo mugina abrantie na abrantie na bie ne flap obi a all driving no we bie ne flap na chese ne ho kani no aso ni tedua mu na ne chese ne ma ekoso no kan no so se me drive nyese ma park a migina ho a me ne me hu kani no eye bibisa ntia no nso so
it's not permissible. It's an indecent exposure. It's wrongful act. It's criminal. You know, police know who can say I don't know farm ra kwan so not about justify why he engaged in such conduct.
I see. Right. We no na my veer off kakra because I mean ye kasa no ano ebeto mu na hu hia se ya be address because ya de a ekoso papa ti mesrew sebe otaki arise a twen uduru fi ana se uduru ba bia eho eye dan mu amumienu bekwa akosha mbe ne amoya obi a ehuna na eno no mudi ni di ama mo ho ba sam be park kwan chen yi ase ene ade ne de ye besremo ha adwen papa ne fi adai ekosi ne kwasi ada esa no ana ankomedafo no mama ya so ayeso dodo ada na motete yesa ntie ye indecent exposure sania lawyer aka no lawyer nso ede ne advice ama se wa do ka emo bi no won so no ensese ututu hu pi se me na me de ka ne ma wo nti ne ense ne mfata e na ode ye driver ni no won so akwaji obi ka na me na ka ne kita me anya kura metua ma ka na be ye me de ya ti ne me pe na me de be ye ne me ense mfata e na me de be ye se ohunu se enkosi se obetua wi ama ka na be ye ode ya ka na nya wode ya ka na nya wode ya e obi dia nti fa ni dia sese nipa no fama no won so nipa wode o ka na mu obi no fa ni dia fata sa wode ma se nipa no e ma no because anya no o won the rights nti mesre se yenya ye ho ntiase a ebeboa ama dwumadi a eda work and pay entem no kasapasa ye anasa kasakasa pibia no mesre mo so se ka honest ya na human face no mama na ye mo eviso bi wo ho a na owo genuine concerns but obebe kura lawyer untie no our genuine concerns but untie no what make you entrenched position baby e wujira na hwa na agina but ye nipa ya mama yangugo terms ni mukakra imagine so say 1 week bia ya 500 cedis na bia sa week no oyare bibia to no oba be ka kire wa se me de mfa me ho kwan ya be fa so atua me 500 ni twanya sa magical no no terms ni bi create me ka say 2 weeks when tia pe magical no now share sikan driver ni na tua pa so ne agika no
yeah it's onerous it's so harsh it's not permissible
tiasi etimi egugu mu ne eboaboa ye ho afro wi ase no kra he ene ye de ko ye be wu aja ni nyina ho nti ede ani bebrebe 0269966250 and as 0264192990 0269966250 and as 0264192990 ya baby phone lines no na ensembisa bi amowo edema lawyer no mode aba lawyer Alex Mensa private legal practitioner anope wa beka yensa ye ne no edi work and pay ho enkomo concerning endra cases no a ye no lawyer before I be pick calls ye fa we mfa mutu endra ye 2 cases na the second case no osi ohunu se Dr. Nibi, advert, TV so. And in the advert, no, Dr. Nine can say, within 3 days, or fibroid, regardless of how a fibroid ne kesiete no, meti me am a fibroid na day, ako, within 3 days, which I told her, said to me, na mere puff, because malaria, crania malaria, how many days na malaria neko, na nkam pese, fibroid. Emma would this answer no Dr. Nina kan yechi Emma need ni sika koma Dr. Nina Dr. Nina or the 5,000 cedis a koma doctor and Dr. Nesu just 6,000 Ghana cedis fibroid no a drone one Dr. Nina demand 2 per and abba but according to no yes a fibroid ne bear say 8 and it was 1,000 or the coca ho a drone near the man fibroid no nina emba and also so ye contract ho ensensem it ye ban say ye share obi advert na ye di achire e di esika akwa koma nipa na ye di esika akwa koma nipa na o ya advert no ye duties e ye den bibi wo ho a esese ye ya na esese ye susu ye take due care ana say ye wo obligations bi wo ho ese ye ansa na ye di esika akoma ekomo bi ana ubetimi agina obi anu masam keke so na waka say ye say the reasonable man test wonjene ho kra na adu sika na koma nipa na at the end of the day no ubetimi etwi nipa ne de na kogina court say oka se obemu adwama fibroid abedro no no me no fibroid ne ye 2 pe na aba entizi da so adu sika no ebema nipa no so amu adwama ano ntia no no ye beka ne say
yes so of course generally just as you indicate advert generally in the eyes of the law no it's the what constitutes a contract or not. There is an element what we call an intention. That's advert, the intention of the parties may be missing. Say, does that constitute a contract? These adverts, in most cases, they are mere puff, just as you said.
Invitation to
it is not. It is invitation to treat.
Yeah.
And say, you can say crocodile the John, and yes, I'm can.
Sir.
Yeah, just say, or that oma, what firm your position, your intention properly so called. So the law always protects the vigilant, but not the indolent. Say obey thorough. Or why adverts. I mean, this issue that you narrated, we'll find a time to deal with it. I mean, there are cases that regulate some of this. If we talk about the influenza case and all that, but as it stands now, carbolic snowball. That's correct. Yes. So as we want to situate it now, no, you should be mindful. Say, advert generally properly so called, they are mere path. They are invitation to treat. And I cromaha, ye can say crow the John. And I say the fair. Now if you ba now examine at the cry who advert no we need you one. Now if you waste wadwin p, then you frame your intention that much, then there will be force and effect of the contract itself. And see, sorry, but that is the position of the law.
Right.
It is mere path. Right. Generally, the exceptional circumstance.
Right, right. Me da se pass lawyer we see sa asemi su ginaye e de ama me me say nra me catch lady ni say ye mere path no want to say but the law is the law. Oh no untimi ngina will be advert so a waye na as a reasonable human being no onye the objective test emisa ho say na malaria kra me how many days and malaria me di to ase no obi say fibroid obeb 2 ase 3 days a no watie nanum asamachi du sika akoma no uwie ya ase famisika no ye dey ema me no ohuno inti we also have caveat emptor buyer beware as I see yema yeni eda 026996625
vendor emptor buyer. Okay. Buyer should also beware.
Yeah.
Much as the seller should be aware, buyer should also be aware. Both cases.
Right. Into 026996625 and as a 026419299 026996625 and as a 026419299. Hello, Pacho. Good morning.
Good morning.
Bemen and Pacho Dine baby akase free.
Pacho, your friend is John. It will be on.
Okay, it will be a madam and Pacho Mayentio.
Me person me pisa lawyer question and answer me suggest I simply want to be a man. Say ubi a rented car. Na oko odinisika ko renti. Na se odi oko ye boni bi. Sa ni pa kuno. Se odi tan be ma edi bread new ra. Na se boni a okoye no yetumi tresi ewu sa ni pa kuno na. Ena ne ka ho bio. Endro ya nko wasemi. Sabi o. Omo amoye endro no food and drugs board for no. Omo checking ye ansa na omo ye ho advert omo nye djuma ho no. Edi omo ye fan. Edama.
Right, yes, yeah, that's it. Lawyer Patronia question again.
Akosua, man, me say or say it's a rented car no more rent here. And now the akodi boni now mo tree sinwa. Ombe to me aji car na and I say, but if I get the question in it's how he want to situate it, sir. Say so be the car kodi boni or rent a car or let's say a car owner not the kodi boni. What will be the consequential effects? There is something in law called vicarious liability. Say whether it's your employer or your hirelings or anybody within your close proximity that you can instruct. Now what they a jeopardy in this situation car no amano. No de akoye bibi nimpa yede ade no edi no or betumi issue on court and brings it under vicarious liability. Say the owner ought to have exercised reasonable control over whoever is using the car, whether it's rental, it is high purchase, it's lease, whatsoever.
Right.
The other akrobo krono no nimpa krono or the kobo no krono no betumi de na court on both the civil front and the criminal front.
Okay.
Now we're setting it right.
Okay.
Because
thank you very much. Okay, Yashri caller no 026996625 and that's 026419299 026996625 66250 and I say 026 419 2990 and to wada jumedie and masugu so amute na ha Kasapa 102.5 FM lawyer Alex Mensa ena anope wabeka yensa ye no edi work and pay ho enkomo a wacheche ye emra no eniso mesra mo say if there is a technician on duty omra number check emfama ye if it's a manya ntie se wom fra emba I don't know what is happening enti mesra say momo bi enhwe emfama ye. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. Mesra mo say if there is a technician on duty, moma no and check your phone lines no MIA. Obi send a message say what try say obefre but ofra enya de ne say eba enti yes mon try na mon hwemfa mai. Hello, good morning.
Mpacho ina masa baby mu no. Ni ami bisa lawyer no. O ka se me o si wanti. Me say se nipa kono ko renti car no na odikodi bone no obi ehu no na odika ne be ma rente fo no e na onu wa fremu eko e na mu egia obi ehu car no na mu atresi car na be hu bebi car no nipa ko car no kodi bone no e kwan be so na o mefa ache no anase o mehu no e hon mu na me bisa.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Pacho, ma oneso kakra ma yen why? Udi di baby akase free.
Me kasa flash ama.
Okay, Pacho ma yen teo.
Me pacho doctor ni mo de oji Grace kanu. Si wanya juma na amani nti obetimi di ni sika amani back.
Me Pacho ose dey.
Doctor ni na oji Grace kanu si or fibroid or be yamano doctor ni si wanti ni anye we na mano nti or di kan be money back and I
say Pacho a question na wo bisa na say ye wo wadwen kire na wo che
me madwen kire
wo wadwen kire okay but me Pacho ndro kasa no te so kasa oyusu adro no fibroid ni bia bade o te ne sa okay yo any e better was why
you much
okay yeah that's it 02699666250 and that's 026 419 2990 02699666250 and that's 026 419 2990. Hello lawyer. Okay yes I about so engineer Obisano I think say no the job of the investigators.
Correct.
To be able to investigate, correct. To know nipa krono or kobo krono no anameboa. Yeah, inti if a criminal offense it has to be reported to the appropriate quarters, which is the police. Inti you report to police na ana lawyer njaza.
That's correct.
Police there's some investigations na omuhuno nipa krono de ka no kobo krono. Hello, good morning. It's rather unfortunate. I don't know what is happening to our lines. Me patcho mo share your lines and my why send your beya calls and betimi akoye. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Wow. Hello. Adeshimama Monfanchayen, why we are having issues with our lines. Monfanchayen, me unse nipa pina and I sending message on the production line say omo try so omo fra emma. Hello, good morning. Hello. Wow. Hello. Okay. It's rather unfortunate. Omo fra emma ne bebe mu ne nso no. Ye peke anya de ne say yete wo monka. I really do not know what the problem is. I believe we say e betimi aye emfidie ho ensensem. Enti ye be hye mo se mo mfanche. Keep on trying. Mon koso ana mon try my na ye nhwe say ye betimi because ye pese ye peke more questions de ma lawyer. Hello, good morning. Me pacho di baby akase free. Hello. Wow. Hello. It's rather unfortunate. Monfanchayen why ye babe mamo alternate number na mafre Ediesi so amayen for the meantime. But mubetimi nso Akosua try ahwe na yahwe. I really do not know what is going on. Mubetimi afre ediesi 024 5007937 024 5007937. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Right. Oh, Papa Chodini baby akase free. Oh no. Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Me pacho, udi the same. Straighten 026996650 and that's 02641929990. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Me pacho dini baby akase free.
Pastor, I me Priscilla, me kasa fi asensiba.
Priscilla pacho mayenti o. Wow. Yes, lawyer.
You see, we said advert generally does not constitute an offer. Now, more fibroid issue, unfortunately, me follow the storyline.
Yeah.
But when an advert is specific, enough, then we may impute the doctrine of Kali versus Carbolic smoke ball. Because in that case, it was an advert, but the court held say that advert, because say Kali follow through, no, and the advert was specific. We say yeah, what do we initial when we say and or follow through, no, it has given an exceptional circumstance that we say that advert is a marketing path or it's a mere path.
Yeah.
I'm an offer properly so called that an element of a contract.
Okay.
You see, a case by case basis.
Who's a lawyer? I'll share Kalo versus Carbolic smoke ball now. It was a unilateral offer.
That's correct.
Aside the fact that it was a unilateral offer, no, they were specific with the terms.
Correct.
What even made it serious was when they said they've deposited money, no, into a bank account.
Exactly.
Who you sue? Nasa wudnya influenza no yedisikano ebeden ebemao. So the law said that was a serious promise.
That's correct.
In this case, obiya ne advert. Tiasem no, an offer should be specific.
Correct.
It should be certain.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be ambiguous.
Yeah, capable of acceptance.
Or say within 3 days or fibroid na ebeden ebeko. Fibroid ebetimi aye baako pe. Lawyer, fibroid ebetimi aye baako, ebetimi aye mienu, ebetimi aye miense, ebetimi aye na ebetimi aye du. According to Dr. Nasemo Okanra no, osisa ye baako a ebeko within 3 days. What dear no eye multiple. And now we use a drone nso no, we see a bia den aba na numu asem no no. Enti wahunu your friend is saying case by case basis. At the end of the day no, within 3 days make me ask our fibroid no. Vague. Which type of fibroid is he talking about? Is it a single fibroid or the multiple fibroid? Fibroid ni bi wo a eba ya kra nche. Ebi wo ho eba ya ye den ache. Enti ebia ne hye ase ye nche ye no oka ho asem ana. That is where wono so adu sika ekwa akoma obi no. You have to be diligent. Wahuno esisi yenya ye ho ntiase. Se yenya sa ntiase no a de bia no ye be ma nkrofo atwie di. Yeah. Wahuno akwakoye se enu ntina empanifo se okọ eya no wabisa no. What I say? And I will okọ ade nso a you have the right to ask questions.
Exactly.
You have the right to do your investigations.
Correct.
Whether or not FDA are approving, you the buyer, you have the right to investigate. Say edro ya me benumi, because don't forget say we di pedua mu na aye dey. We di edro na eko. Enti edro ya me kwato doctor you kran or license in the first place. In no amekwa akonom no. Is it approved by FDA? But okay say doctor ni say saying no me time me sika na me de koma no. Sa mere path no ye does it constitute a serious promise?
You're right.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Mere path within 3 days.
Was the address specific enough?
Was it specific enough?
Was it capable of acceptance?
Well, no.
All these questions will be asked in court.
Did he have intentions to create legal relations?
To create legal relations.
Was there even any consideration in the first place?
Exactly.
No. At the end of the day, no you are the one even going to make an offer to the doctor. He is going to accept. Titi, mama yanya very careful. They be make say law need they want show your emotions. Okay, calls no right. Kofi, thank you so much. Titi 0269966250 and answer 026419. Ouch. 0264192990. Okay, Yashe Kolano 0269966250 and answer 0264192990. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Ohine Pacho Dine baby akazefri. Okay, Pacho Kasefri. Newtown. All right. Baba Pacho, my entio.
I mean, Indian say. Then a lawyer can say, Carno, so we are here, who didn't my said driver. No. And I say, we are very one we cannot do, sir, and they can't see us now.
Oh, okay. Lawyer Pacho, Baba say, Sanya, Uche Muse, Carno. Wo untime fa ma spare driver no nti yemfa ne se wakoje car no but oyare car no unfansi wa na yempeke. Ouch. Okay, Yashe Kole Edio lawyer Mpacho yenkosa question no so.
Yeah, so Baba ne kwem ni say wo contract na mo signing no mo were so no if the contract says you cannot do A or B, in this case, Odebama's spare driver, you cannot do that. However, say Ekabani say what kind wire for a reasonable period that you need to notify the car owner. As a car owner, I say, oh, nipa way on the basis say me hearing no nipa way na obe e use car no for this period until my recover. When that is done, then the car owner is put on notice and I say onim say spare driver way or your license he has what it takes to drive the vehicle. That much you have succeeded in purging yourself against any consequential breach. Into driving on an immediate it is wrongful. Ube to make us say we are for a whole year.
Okay.
Once the owner is not put on notice of the occurrences of your health situation, you cannot justify it. Ube to make to whatever. You need to put the car owner on notice.
On notice. Okay, right. Okay, it's rather unfortunate. It's more fun to what if you did any day ejuma me who's a message pina and abba, but it's rather unfortunate. We do not know near a happening to your lines. No. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, Debbie. Ya try Kofi Jana so awobo ejuma, but it's rather unfortunate ntie monfre emfa ensi the other number ne so emaye ne hwe ye bre ne so krapa ye be but ye hwese ye betimi apeke one other caller 0245007937 hanum say nene ento wada jumedie ye de ebesie midin e de Akosua Anwenepa Gyambiby executive producer Kwame producers Atom Nedela Raphael Frank Obapa Dokua Oba ya Adaroma ena no pay yedi dwumadie no bremo Sandra enso boy chidom ene adonten right enti lawyer ye hwehwa ehemfa ne behunu minim se legally no enye yi but ye hwehwa e behunu we
yes so Omofra Simo Efide so you have my contacts, right. Of course they will
cases
reach out to me.
Litigation and I say
yeah Akosua I am in charge there when you say when we take law out there are other things that correct. We do tax a bit, we do some accounting and finance and all that. So I had to say multi-purpose. Yes, sir. Yeah. So
we know business.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That's correct. I mean, we deal in cars. You know, all those. We're trying to pay our bills.
Right. Sani abra. Lawyer better wig back one son lawyer better wig back. Lawyer better wig back. Abra.
Star 423 hash, star 423 hash. Now was select option 1, Kasapa FM. Lawyer men go.
Abra etiefo se omo pese eneno wuche sika no mo feel it na me sori makonwa nim na betena makonwa nim na relax baye
okay na chesika mo se ebe na me buye no me san susu bio na me se omo bu ebe bi e wo poto kasem se a man who snores does not deserve cuddles. A man who snores does not deserve cuddles.
O kan chi kasem we dey
be mo hwa nkromo no eni kwa se woni no ekado se wo dampem na ade uti ato no so ne saa nneoma no debi be ma ohwa nkrom no eni kwa so ne yesa because de ubedi ada e wo so de uti to no so na utumi relax e wo se saa enumbe na e cool e peaceful na ode uti ba kwato no so na hono no ano ahye ka utumi bo kakara kra ansa wakwa tumi sound no kakra bom ka tumi boy ya no ehye pa be mo hwan krom de
na oba nso ohwan krom so e
be oba ohwan krom anu nya de ntse be ma de generator be oba ohwan krom no be mo ohwan krom ni oba ohwan krom me ma na de na no ehye
abana sa ube ya gender bias ana
debi
ase yimu
mi yimu be no correct fact is fact ako me se be me bi hwan krom mu a wo hu woda wontumi na aso mo de generator abesi window achi ano ehye Monsempa
abana
entina meka say a man who snores does not deserve cuddles. Meka bone
ayo justice for men who snore adishimama esa lawyer pem lawyer kra wa bre wo betonwi we eya osa o masa okay enti ya so ya kra mo abana beje akonya na eja mija si anim e dia ma abana fela any DJ Rhapsody adaro my production line no 0535293166 0535293166 we apologize what mo fan chen pa ya say ya yedwumadie ya mamo na edu sembe frɛ no mo fra emma yesrɛ mo ne na yebetimi aye bia ne ye but emfidie ene ye de ye adwuma etimi ba ne sa ti mo fan chen ye besa pebre na ya mamo sa akonya no mo etimi abisa lawyer questions bia mo pese mo bisa ya mamu nyina mo ni tie ne hwa ya kra mo your product 535293166 Mama Kai who Facebook Live. Thank you all very much. Mama Kai who Go TV. Yadamase Papa. Thank you all very much. Monso swa mode mo time frame. Mo try some of friend ya ambano. Monfa enche bene. I see you wate. Medofo Papa Pebi Paulina Asibi Benedicta Oguswe Champo Mrs. Papa bi what to say Priscilla or say yadamu nyina mo ase papa Joshua Esiedu enenedom. Thank you all very much. Ejuada nyankropon ya dom no de yenkwa echen ya yebesan esi enkonya ya kramo.